So I really wasn't planning on deep diving into The Last Resort, thus here we are, season finale and all. I'm finally making this video. Like I was about 4 to 5 episodes in, wasn't really feeling it. You know, it just seemed like an off-brand Netflix dating show, like Love Island, Ultimatum, Too Hot to Handle, Daddy-Daughter Dating.
Hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
Except instead of popping bottles with models, you get to pop bottles with Suelu, Big Ed, Angela. Like who the hell wants to watch that? Me, apparently, because unbeknownst to myself, the plot starts picking up. I blink twice, boom, 10 episodes deep in the guts, cracking up like a wild hyena. Now the show starts by bringing in 4 couples and a +1 to the island. A +1 because for some unknown reason, Michelangelo's green card has been on a 404 power trip. Like you're better off finding Atlantis at this point because I don't even know if the card exists. Now out of the 4 remaining couples, the only plot that didn't have a dose of NyQuil was probably Asuelu and Kalani. Low-key, had it not been for them, the rating for the show would have plummeted faster than Big Ed rolling down a hilly.
We all know he's shaped like a ball, so we're gonna roll him out.
So anyways, apparently the moral of the show is to have all these troubled couples come in for therapy, counseling, do challenges, working on themselves, etc. And hopefully by the end of the 2 weeks decide whether they want to recommit or say goodbye forever. Like I don't know who wrote the script at TLC, but whoever did needs to be hooked up on a brain scan immediately.
Oh damn, where did I go wrong? Busted!
Now since Mike here is being featured on a stick getting passed around like Kalani, Angela here basically gets a free ride, right? Like she's really just here for the drinks, random skirmish, and finding other victims for her verbal abuse onslaught.
Why don't you walk your brave ass and tell them that? When did I over? Cry now. Cry now.
So the show starts with the couples arriving to the Isla Bella Resort here in the Florida Keys, and we find out almost immediately that some of the couples that arrived as couples aren't exactly couples.
At least you know how to mow the grass. Do you?
Yeah. As a teenager, I grew up in Arkansas.
You never mowed my grass, so I mean, anyway.
You want to set?
No, I don't.
I'm gonna leave you alone.
Stop.
Now looking back, this was a fairly insignificant issue in comparison to some of the other couples. Like really, these two are just not compatible. You know, like sometimes the honeymoon phase wears off and you find out you're with the dud. Happens all the time. Their only mistake really was just being here trying to force something to work when clearly it's unemployed. And no, I'm not talking about Kelly, but
He had a job, he had a mission, he had goals, he was doing things, not sitting on his couch all day watching reality TV.
I haven't done anything.
Now speaking of not doing anything, here's somebody who was just claiming he was doing nothing until he was caught doing anything and everything but being a good husband.
We're here because we've had a lot of issues with infidelity.
What?
Yes.
Hey, yo, pause.
So Asuelu went to Samoa, and one of the nights he went drinking, he supposedly just kissed someone and he stuck his tongue out and his tongue was white. It's like, what is this? And I was like, that's a yeast infection. And there's only certain ways you can get it. But he said it was just a mouth kiss.
Like, you know, to be fair, there's like a dozen ways one can get thrush, and it doesn't necessarily have to be from doing the deed. It honestly was probably just dehydration from all the alcohol consumption and not brushing twice a day. But knowing Mr. Asuelu, who has the intellectual property of a papaya salad, he probably didn't recognize how dire the situation was and walk right into that one. Which is good, you know, like you do the crime, you do the time. Unless your source of telling time is the same way you communicate the Zordon.
Time Force!
Then yeah, you probably did the crime and didn't know you did the doggone crime. For example, when I asked Asuelu, why did you cheat on Kalani at quote-unquote BJ's Brewhouse?
Asuelu, what happened?
I have a lot of things that is really bad. My own problems that I have.
What?
Yeah, like, I don't even know if this dude knows what he thinks he knows, cause that response was crazy.
I know.
But what was even more crazier was the response he gave Kalani.
He said I could have a hall pass and then I could go kiss someone if I wanted to.
For me, you know, it's really hard because I give her the permission to go kiss somebody.
You gave me a hall pass, I took it.
Yeah, so dude thought it was a good idea to offer this hall pass to his wife. You know, the same woman who has like 1 billion followers on IG.
Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy.
And who knows how many men have been shooting random stray shots into the pits of her DM. And side note, I don't even blame him. You know, it's a lottery game out here. Catch you on the wrong day, somebody's bound to be a winner. But anyways, he didn't think much of it. Probably just said on a whim, not thinking of the repercussions. And bada bing boom pow.
You have a winner.
And this ends up opening up a whole floodgate of scandalous activities. I'm talking about one hallway pass for one uno momento kisso becomes a whole recurring sneaky link she can't resist though.
It's a whole new world.
And the worst part is, Asuelu didn't even know it actually went the distance. You know, like beyond second base.
Asuelu offered to let me kiss someone. It escalated further.
Oh no!
Wow.
So now we have a lot.
Oh, doo-doo. That's exactly what we have. Like, this whole situation is messy diarrhea. Like, it's so bad they got the TLC therapy trinity here still trying to figure out how to flush it.
As a therapist, I do not believe the hall pass is a good idea at all.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
And I don't think the way Kalani handled the situation was the right approach. And we're blaming Kalani because she's the mature adult in this situation, right? Like, she stated the only reason she was even trying was for the kids.
For our kids.
And what she meant by kids is her 2 little boys and the third little boy that she's obviously married to. But I'm gonna call her on her BS because I honestly don't even think she's really even trying.
Trying is the first step towards failure.
And it's probably because she's over it. I mean, seems to me like she checked out long before she checked in this resort.
She's still talking to the same guy. She's not fully in. And I feel like I'm doing this by myself. It is so painful.
But why? Like, what is the difference?
You still want to talk to him.
So you think it's okay what you did because you never kept a connection with them? Is that what you're saying?
He can get you pregnant, though.
What the does that have to do with anything?
Yeah, it's over, buddy. That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Because if she doesn't care that the new guy could put a whole new existence inside her, yeah, that's a wrap. Wrap it up, because we know the new guy ain't. Because the cameras and all the glitz and glam aside, this is still technically quote-unquote couples therapy and counseling, right?
Yeah.
And I hate to be the one to break it to you, blood, but she doesn't seem to give 2 flying doo-doo ducks about you. And the only thing this man could respond with is,
it is so painful. It's so painful. It is so painful.
but deservingly so, because all fairness to Kalani, this wasn't like a one-off type of issue.
It was multiple times, and it's been for the length of their relationship,
The
I believe.
entire time, yeah. It was like girl after girl after girl. He's cheated like 10, 12 times.
What the hell?
Yeah, we got you, buddy. Like, this man was passing out his, how do I say this without getting demonetized? Homegrown coconuts and bananas at any given opportunity. Like, he the free sample guy you see at the food court, like.
You can come sit on my wood all day.
But I say that to say, Kalani isn't here to make up or break up. It's really only the latter. Like, she's really here to shame you for your demons. Let's just keep it a buck.
I'm not a confrontational person, but I am that bitch if someone's that bitch to me. Period.
You know, therapy, you have to, like, be really honest, right?
Okay.
You know what that means?
No.
Yeah, and he was dead on serious. Like, the man's a walking contradiction. One night we're in therapy, cry me a river.
It's really bad. I make a lot of mistake of myself. I didn't know that.
Stop the cap.
Next night, we're back on schedule. I got a pending divorce and 2 kids, but F it, let's hit the strip clubs.
Let's go, baby.
You've never been to a strip club, right?
Oh, yes. I'm still bugging off of that.
It's a boys' time, you know. We try to like go and have fun.
Okay, so let's do it. We going then, yeah?
Woo! Let's go, baby. Like, I'm not gonna do anything stupid. Like, I'm not gonna cheat. I just wanna go inside there and experience that because it's Florida, baby.
You better get a divorce, baby. Like, he the one dude you know shouldn't be doing this. The other 2 dudes, they good to go. Like, Kelly's basically single, you know? And in fact, he's so single, he left a couples retreat before he even got to go.
Where's Kelly?
He's gone.
Oh, he left?
Jovi, on the other hand, he's from New Orleans. Like, this like going to the mall for him.
Hopefully it's just a slap on the wrist.
You know, a habitual cheater going to a place of temptation is like saying you want to quit smoking but decide to go to a smoke shop to see the different type of flavors.
Because it's Florida, baby.
Like, that don't even make no type of sense. But at least that made more sense to me than him justifying this current situation.
On my birthday, she like, you can go.
Okay.
So like, there's a permission.
Yeah, not sure where this man pulled that logic out of, but reach any further and I might just start calling you Elastic Man. Now, ironically, on the other side of the map, Kalani was diagnosing her own permission to go do explicit things.
So remember how I said that I was gonna block that guy? Mm-hmm. I did. So then I unblocked him.
Fair game.
What?
And because I did that, he decided to fly out. To here. And I spent the night there.
Look, I'm all aboard the leave Asuelu boat too, but I don't know, not like this. Like, we've been through multiple therapy sessions by now, and the whole time it's just her gaslighting Asuelu and sneaking off with the new guy. Like, I understand there's deep trauma and emotional betrayal she probably feels, but you have 2 young boys now, and you have to make decisions in the best interest of the kids. And I can't say what you're doing is lining up with those goals. Like, if you're done, just say you're done. There's just no reason to drag this out and clown this man for a whole season. But as much as that rubbed me the wrong way, it probably wasn't worse than this.
Ed, we had a night out the other night, and we don't want to exclude you from one.
Why would it be excluded?
We want to go to a strip club and have fun with us 4.
Let's go!
I know strippers who work in Key West.
You do?
Yeah, that's one of the main reasons. Like, I don't want my wife to find out. Don't tell the girl.
No, I'm not going to. I cannot believe that Jovi even wants to go to a strip club. To top it off, Asuelo's on board. There's no way in God's heaven that I'm going to lie to Liz and end up like them. Thank you, guys. I'm excited.
Oh, I am.
Yeah. And we gotta have each other's back.
So the reason Big Ed was getting blacklisted by the boys was because the man couldn't stop being a sore thumb. Like, he was constantly getting out of line and just saying outlandish things like,
Do you understand why I called you a bitch?
Explain this to me, and then that's gonna be the last time you're gonna do that.
Whatever, man. Don't
I'm
try.
letting you know right.
Reckless.
I'm a young cunt. Come at me and I'll take you down.
He's gonna roll and do cartwheels. I don't know what he's talking about.
look, I don't know about Aikido, but he might actually be fired at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Like, just theoretically speaking, how would you triangle choke this man out? He doesn't need to come with a free chin strap. Like, that's gotta be some unfair advantage. A body armor attribute. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, it's a serious question. But aside from that, throughout the whole season, literally the only person that gave this man 2 flipping ducks was Bon Jovi.
Should we bring Ed?
No.
I don't want to exclude him just because we don't like him or whatever. I think he should come with us.
Like, say what you will about Jovi. I know he's not exactly Mr. Holy Saint himself, but strictly for Big Ed's case, I didn't think he deserved this.
So, Yara, I have a question for you. Can you ask Jovi who he was texting last night?
What?
Oh my
You've
God.
been what?
Some stripper in Jamaica, the one he traveled with.
My gosh, why would you do that?
He wanted her to come out with us. She was at a
Call me out. Holy.
Why don't you explain to your daughter where you were?
Bro, this man. Look, I don't even approve this whole Jovi texting his quote-unquote friend that he admitted he cashed in on. At the time, I felt like it was a weird flex, trying to impress grown men you probably don't care about.
I know a stripper from New Orleans who's working in Key West. There's one stripper I do know that's here. I know strippers who work in Key West.
You do?
Yeah, so I got the hookup. So I'm gonna text these strippers.
But I will say, low-key, Asuelu was eating it all up. Like, you can just tell he looks up to Jovi, and Jovi wanted to act out being the cool big bro.
I kind of feel like a big brother to Asuelu tonight. It's kind of funny.
Like, look, I get it, but when you decided to settle down, Jovi, the covenant you have with your wife has to come before your ego. Just my 2 cents, take it how you will. All glory to God.
Thank you, God.
Now, speaking of overstepping, bringing up someone's daughter into the affairs ad.
Explain to your daughter where you were.
Yeah, in any other situation, you would have been free salami sushi roll for the Floridian Sharks. And for someone who considers himself a young Don Aikido, your girlfriend Liz seemed mighty concerned for your well-being.
Just don't say another word, please. If nobody was around here right now, Jovi would have punched out of Ed. You put me in an unsafe situation because you don't know when to shut up.
Yeah, so keep this up, Ed, and you might just end up single. Not by choice, though. Like your boy Suelu, who's currently on land finding out news that would make Jovi's and Yara's drama seem like child's play.
So, you wanna be honest with me where you at? I just wanna know.
Okay. So I unblocked the other guy, and then he told me that he wanted to come see me to talk about things, but then we ended up doing other things.
Take some deep breaths.
So yeah, that was like the nail in the coffin for Asuelu and Kalani. I mean, he had it coming. You only had like 2 dozen chances, brother.
Girl after girl after girl, 10, 12 times.
But honestly, from like episode 1, I kind of already had a hint, you know, just body language, the vibe. She was gone. But to be frank, you know, Swaley, you just got to take this on the chin. You know, sometimes you got to go through these type of hardships to learn from your mistakes. And
Yeah.
as far as the other couples go, seems like everybody kind of, you know, made new vows and stayed together, unsurprisingly. Like, you know, Angela likes to make these remarks like, I got the divorce papers on hand, I'm gonna leave you. She's not leaving this man. She's not going nowhere. Although your green card, though, your green card, 8th wonder of the world, that one might actually not go anywhere. That's an unsolved mystery. I'm gonna leave that one up to BuzzFeed.
Is this a good story? Lots of twists and turns.
And Kalani's new man is allegedly this guy named Dallas that we haven't had any hard launch from her yet. Just a really soft launch going on. I don't know if it's because of the show, but who knows? Maybe we'll see him in the future. Nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoy that one. I had fun making this one. I got another one coming up in a couple days, so stay tuned for that. I missed you guys. I hope you guys missed me. As always, like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. See you guys in the next one. Yay. But hey, what do you want to know? I'm just sipping.
Like, 1 rapper, 2 rapper, 3 rapper, 4. All these bodies in my closet, I know that most of my favorite rappers wasn't spitting like me at the age of 19. Make a motherfucker think that my idols, my rivals, and I never lose. So my idols get slaughtered and thrown in the trenches. I snipe from a distance like boom, pow. I reload and I empty the clip on a pussy motherfucker with a lick in his bio like Cinco de Mayo. Y'all